Yo, what's up, man? It's good, man. What the fuck?
What up, dog?
Whole lot of shit, man. Whole lot of gang shit.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm
up,
cooling, man. You.
Let me set this up proper, man.
All right.
Let me set this up proper. Hey, what's up, Jamil?
What up, Jamil?
Flyvegans.
Q&A.
Q&A for that ass.
Hey, Jamil, on the low, I've been liking your camera work, bro. I've been liking the pic. I don't know if you taking the pictures or who taking the pictures, but a lot of the pictures, you know what I'm saying, them joints is dope. And that's your man's with the clothing line, right?
Huh?
Black drug.
Black Drew, of course.
Drew? Okay, yeah. I like that too, fam. You know what I'm saying?
I'm trash with this. I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah, you over there looking wow.
No, I'm not. Got it.
Back in effect.
Back in effect. Let me turn this up.
In effect. Black Drew. I like that name.
Probably Balboa, a.k.a. Russell Westbrook, a.k.a. Veggie Miller.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying?
And it's your boy Remy Rothstein with the Mob Boss Lean Chef Reese, because I'm always in the kitchen, the Black Barn. I'm about to go buy a whole new suit tomorrow for their ass. You know what I'm saying? That's a fact.
All right, so we just gonna open it up for some questions and answers. For some questions that we gonna answer them. If y'all don't have any, we just gonna continue with some questions that we've been frequently asked. So, you want to start? Let's start with the easy one. Where do you get your protein? Let's go over the.
And if y'all got questions live, just put them in the comments. We're gonna get to them. Promise.
Of course.
All right, but yeah, like you said, where do you get your protein? Where do you?
I just
Rocky
asked
Balboa.
you. I just asked you. What the
fuck? Hey, babe, can you bring me something to drink? I'm parched.
And I mean,
water, please.
Another thing I add to it, of course, if people follow you, they know that you are a person that works out heavily. So it may be in the interest for you to answer that question, because certain people that work out a lot, they're gonna need a whole lot more protein. So they think. But I'm gonna be subjective.
I be wanting to be a smart ass and be like, I get my protein the same place you get yours. Which is from a plant, which is, the place people think they get protein from is like from a beef. And I get it. It's chicken. It's something thick. Thank you. I appreciate it. Love you too. Yeah. But it's thick, and they think that it provides them some substance, you know what I'm saying? But that's really not a fact. You know what I mean? That's not true. That cow that you ate some grass or ate some type of leafy vegetable, and that's where they got their, what up, Wink? That's where they got their
You said Wink?
Yeah, my man Wink. You know what I'm saying? He did all my tattoos. You know what I'm saying? Like,
people call me Wink too, so.
Word up, Sister Lo. Oh yeah, people do call you Wink. Yeah, word up. Sister Lo, what up, shawty? But yeah, I get my my protein from plants, man, and really I'm like cutting out the middleman. You know what I'm saying? I'm not banging on what nobody choose to do, because I know plenty of swole up dudes that eat chicken and rice all day. So I'm not saying you can't get it that way.
Let me ask you this: if you felt like some other people, like they need a ridiculous amount of protein.
Yeah, protein doping.
Exactly. And you're not gonna change their mind. What would you tell these people?
Like, you're gonna die. I mean, I'm keeping it a butt.
I'm gonna put it like this. If you feel like this is my answer. If you feel like you just need it so bad, and eating a vegan life is gonna make you deficient in that, I would say of course beans. I wouldn't say tofu. You can get it from tofu. What else? Pretty much any legume. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
A lot of like vegetables are high in protein. Like broccoli is high in protein.
Yeah. Nuts, pause, is good, but
who said that?
Jamil. Jamil paused to say.
Oh bad.
And before I get to nuts, because there's something I want to say on that part.
No, it's another word for nuts, yo. Please.
What you want me to say?
Not nuts.
Fucking.
All right, go
I'm
ahead.
saying nuts. But before I get to that, I'm thinking when you say protein dope fiends, I'm talking about the people who like need a lot of protein. I don't want to say like if you eat a little bit of meat or you eat meat here and there, like you're gonna die. I'm not saying that. I'm not on that vegan train. I'm just saying people who like eat, like I went primal. I did a primal diet before I became vegan. My G, I was eating chicken, steak. That was the meal, just steak. No veggie, no nothing. Just big steak, big chicken, big shrimp. I was on the death path.
Here go a question right here. What's your take on the fake meats with 1,000 ingredients? What's up, Deb? Well, Fat Boy Diz. Let me respect people's handles. You know what I'm saying?
Word up, Fat Boy Diz.
Handles.
But my take on fake meat. I'm gonna let you answer that first. Go ahead. I've been hogging the mic.
My take is I don't think that I don't think it's bad if you do it in moderation. If you do it like, let's say you want to enjoy something that tastes texture-wise close to meat, pause, and you want to treat yourself because there's a lot of good ones on the market.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe you go out to eat or you treat yourself or whatever. That's cool, but a day in and day out diet of that is way too much processed food, and it's gonna catch up to you. You're just gonna, at the same time, you're gonna be just as unhealthy as if you. I mean, I'm not gonna say all people are unhealthy that don't eat vegan. Let me clear that up. I'm just saying that you shouldn't make that a day in and day out thing,
Right.
Because there is 1,000 ingredients in it. Just like you said, it goes through that wild ass process. It's just way too much.
Pin that Fly Vegan Q&A for me. You know what I'm saying?
It's already pinned.
I don't see that shit. But anyway.
Scroll up.
It should be at the bottom, bro, if it's pinned.
It's pinned. It's pinned on my screen. You must not be able to see it.
All right, whatever. So, with the processed meat, I'm going to tell you like this. If you transitioning, if you eating big meat now, and you trying to transition into that lifestyle, go with your processed meat. And I'm going to tell you specifically, try to probably stick with Beyond Meat because it's bullshit. I'm not trying to see it as bullshit. Thanks, sis. I don't know why they don't let me see it. They hating on the God, but it's all good.
Sure.
But it's processed, but it's gonna satisfy your craving so that you could stick with the lifestyle. Now, once you've been a vegan for a few years, you don't need to really like indulge in that every day. I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all because that's what I do. I just had a Beyond Meat burger today. You know what I'm saying? But I don't eat that shit every day.
Yeah, what about Impossible Burgers? Impossible Burgers, those are amazing as well. They look exactly like a damn beef patty. They claim that they bleed just like a beef patty as well. Because it's got whatever that hemoglobin shit in it or whatever.
Right. They use beets and shit. Yeah.
Right. Well, Beyond Meat uses beets. Whatchamacallit uses like.
Yeah, they scientifically created something.
Yeah, it's hemoglobin.
Yeah.
Yeah, they figured out some way to extract the shit. So what I will say about them, tastes great, but it's not always great because you got to have the right person cooking that Impossible Burger. That's not the one that's the plug and play vegan burger and shit. Like any way you take it, it's just gonna be good. Like Beyond Meat, I vouch for that because I've never seen nobody really fuck that up. Like it's really hard to fuck that burger up. Pardon my language, but the Impossible Burger, you can fuck that up, and it tastes like scrapple for your eggs. So you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta be careful with that. And I do agree with you too about the the burger aspect of it too. Like, well, not just the burgers, but even the cheeses. You know what I'm saying? Like, you wanna, try to win yourself off of that stuff, but it's gonna be the closest thing, and it's gonna help you out in your transition phase. But you wanna, like we say, transition away from that. So,
all right. So sis asked, so if you're plant-based, is the fake meat acceptable? So what do you say?
Is it acceptable? And what?
Yeah, like if you're a plant-based person, I mean, granted, a lot of these fake meats have plant-based ingredients in them, but everything ain't plant-based. You know what I'm saying?
What you mean?
And I'm not saying like you just told me they extracted hemoglobin out of who the fuck knows what. They ain't get that out of a plant.
I don't know what the fuck they got it out of. But it's still plant-based though.
So is it acceptable?
Let me look this shit up while you're talking. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean,
because I remember they said that shit.
Yeah, I mean,
Fucking.
Again, I'm a go on record saying I'm not saying like it's the holy grail. I'm just saying if you're using anything that's vegan and trying to transition, that's cool. It's a great stepping stone. But you can't live there because you're doing just as much damage to your body as when you was eating meat. Like I would argue that a person that's on a strict, like I say, chicken and rice, they don't eat no fried food, but they eat lean cut meats, they're gonna be in just as much health as you eating all this vegan processed bullshit. The goal is for us to get to a actual plant-based diet where we eating plants and shit that's grown. Now, I like complicated questions though, sis. Go ahead.
No, but the thing is, yes, it is hemoglobin, like I said.
Yeah.
But I think it's extracted from soy roots.
Where?
It's processed food, man. It's a whole bunch of wild shit.
That shit don't even make wow. It's wild, man.
At the end of the day, it's some wild shit, and that goes back to the 1,000 ingredients. People are amazing with food science these days.
Right.
Food science is fantastic, but as well, it's fucking going in your body, and your body's probably just as fucking confused as before.
Nuts. I want to get to that part.
We got to stop there.
Yeah, and then we're gonna keep it going. Yeah, that's why I want to get it out of the way. It's a great source of protein. Eat your nuts early in the day. Reason I know, man. Let's give an unlimited pause on the nuts. But eat your nuts early in the day because it takes 6 to 8 hours for them to digest, and that's a big issue. Is that most of the people are eating things and not realizing how long it takes to digest in their system. So if you're eating something late at night, it's sitting there. And then I want everybody to, I'm almost done, but I want everybody to really think about this. How many bowel movements do you have a day? How many meals do you eat a day? Somewhere it's a backup. If you ain't shitting as many times as you eat, somewhere it's a backup. So that's a fact.
Yeah, and I mean, if you want to see something that's fucking grotesque and disgusting that may make you change your mind about what you're eating, they have something on Instagram that I saw that shows the inside of somebody's colon that eats meat versus somebody that eats plant-based foods. It's not your asshole, it's your colon, bro.
I know, bro. I'm making that face off the point. How you and your feelings.
That's how we do those words. That's how we do those words.
Yeah. No, I'm making that face off the point. I'm like, wow, I wonder what the inside of a meat eater's colon looks like compared to. And I don't even like to say vegan because, like I say, you fucked up too if you eating all that processed shit. Your shit ain't no better.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's still taking damage. It's in there getting So
you're gonna have a exactly, just like those smokers' lungs, the non-smokers' lungs.
Exactly. All right, so let's keep going because I'm trying to scroll up. I saw one. All right, soy. Is soy really as bad as people say it is? A lot of vegan food has soy. Yeah, your man Black Drew. Yeah. So, yes and no. I'm doing a lot of research on soy, ironically, because a lot of vegan food has soy. One of my favorite foods is stir fry. And I love soy sauce. So I've been looking up like what the whole thing with soy is. I'm still debating on, like, you can look up, if you Google it now, you're going to see that they say soy gives you like feminine properties and you can start to grow. But I think that's soy in abundance. Like,
I mean,
crazy soy.
That's like unrealistic to eat that amount of soy, to a
degree, because soy is in everything.
Right. But you would still have to eat a whole lot of shit for those symptoms to manifest.
Right.
You know what I mean? That would be a lot. But at the same time, over time, I don't doubt that it may cause some problems with you if you eat that over time.
That's a fact.
I mean? But if you think like you just gonna eat soy one time and then, oh shit, I'm fucked up and I'm about to fucking grow some titties.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I think you over exaggerating, but they also do say that. See, here's the conflicted thing about soy. Like, cause I watched this other documentary where they were talking about where people live the longest.
What up, YOLO?
Hey, what's up, Tiff? So I watched a documentary where people I watched a documentary where these people said they live the longest. And primarily their diet is a lot of soy, but it's soy that they make themselves. You know what I mean? But I don't know. It's just too much conflicting things about soy that I don't like when I hear. So
yeah, for me it's and I'm gonna probably reference this a lot tonight, but I got it from Black Thought. Everything in moderation, even moderation.
Word up.
So I'm not gonna say don't eat soy, especially if you're transitioning, unless you just thugging, you know, and you got that type of willpower. You're gonna encounter some soy somewhere. What I really suggest is that you try to find organic soy. And at the end of the day, bro, it's enough pressure on you once you decide to become a vegan. That literally cuts out 80% of the shit you probably ate in your life.
What do you mean, soy?
No, vegan. Like being a vegan is enough pressure that you don't want to start just tackling, oh, I can't eat soy. Oh, I can't. Because if you keep going, bro, it's somebody that say you're not supposed to be eating the way you eat. Period. You know what I'm saying?
It's always going to be a problem. But that's why, like, I always emphasize the transition to more and more foods in their organic state. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I remember on a podcast before, if y'all ain't never checked that out, you can go back to SoundCloud or iTunes. We did a whole ass of podcast. You're going to hear a lot of the same sentiments that we're talking right now. But for the interest of catching people up to speed, we were talking about one ingredient foods. You know, like the closer you can get to one ingredient, you know what I'm saying? You're not mixing a whole bunch of weird shit together to make this meal, the better off you are. When you can name exactly what's in your food, and it's not like you got to look on the back of shit, and it's like dimethyl lathazoxidine, you know what I'm saying? Fucking silomaxa, wixidine, like what the fuck is this bullshit? And then at the bottom it says contains wheat and soy, and you're like, where's the wheat and soy in this fucking food? So, like I said, I just you know, it's best you can if you can avoid, you know, a whole bunch of processed food in your diet or get closer to it. But like you said, you know, you get to a point where you're like, I can't eat shit already. Fuck, right. You tell me I can't eat the tofu, I can't eat this.
Right. And then it just start piling up.
Right. I wouldn't get discouraged by that, you know, right away.
But I do feel you. If you don't want to, you know, eat soy, I'm with that. Like, don't eat
stay
it.
away from that shit. If you got the you know, vegan game down and you already staying away from soy, like, you know, fuck it. You know.
Yeah. I mean, definitely don't keep going. So I got to get one in. My man, Lavar, he asked me through IG, what do I think about plant-based protein powder, specifically hemp powder? So I'm gonna let you rock first. Like, what do you think about protein powders and specific hemp powder?
I do not know anything about hemp powder because this is what I'm about to tell you because of my answer to this question.
Right.
I'm not a person that really champions protein powders, you know, because I feel like you can get that same amount of protein, or you can get your protein naturally. Right. I understand out of convenience, you want something that you can just boom, whatever, you know, but I think you can get it without, you know, going on.
I would ask the person, especially, you know, somebody melanated, I would ask them, like, why do you think you need to drink protein powders?
Check this out. You know what's even wild about that is that you can literally make a shake in the morning, like a fruit shake, and put hemp, you know, the seeds in it and shit. You know what I'm saying? Right. Instead of them adding some other shit, because I'm pretty sure that this is not, because if it was, people would just be doing it themselves, just taking some hemp seeds and just grounding it up in the ground, and pouring it in whatever they should. Right. You know, when you can do that. I mean,
but see, like, I'm sorry, I mean cut you off, but Jamil bringing up a point. He's saying, like, that's the fastest way. He asking what's the fastest way to get that amount of protein, like for muscle growth. But I think it's like a give and take, because you won't get this influx of protein. Most of the time, people taking whey protein. Whey protein out your entire system in 2 to 3 hours. Your body got 2 to 3 hours to figure out something to do with it, and it's foreign to your body. So it's confused from the beginning. So it's really not like what you think it is. Casein protein, what you need to go for if you're going to do that, that's in your body for at least 8 to 10, sometimes longer depending on the brand. But most of the time, casein powder is milk based. So it's a give and take. Like we in our minds think, no, you think cavemen was running around this motherfucker talking about protein powder?
Hey, we ain't talking about no cavemen on here, man. Get them Yakuts. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no shot times rob me, yo. Don't put no shot times on my podcast, man. On the podcast, don't do it. But anyway,
I ain't trying to be.
I ain't talking about no cave, sir.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
No cave, but
I'm a victim, brother. I'm a victim. 40 years.
But this what I say though. This what I say though, yo. A lot of times when people use protein powders, whatever,
right?
They're using them in conjunction with them. Like, I'm gonna work out, then I feel like I need to satiate my body with protein after that because I need this is the best time to put protein into my system. But you can work out and just continuously eat throughout the day, or eat just a big ass meal in the same fashion that you would eat when you were, typically going to take this protein powder.
Yeah, it's the placebo effect.
Meal, and then another thing about that is, like, if you eat a big ass meal that's plant based, let's say, I don't know what people do these days because I stopped using them joints a long time ago. I don't know, do they typically drink it before or after?
Usually
I was drinking it afterwards.
I know people that drink it before, during, and after the workout.
And they shitting all goddamn day.
and that's the biggest point is, I'm a big fan of this, bro. Leave some protein powder in a shaker after you done used it for an hour with the top on.
My man says after. Oh, I don't know if there's a man or woman. I'm sorry if I offended anybody. Noble Love. I'm pretty sure that's probably a woman.
Yeah, it's probably a woman, but I can't see. But regardless, like,
I'm saying, you can eat a big ass meal afterwards. You know what I'm saying?
But what they're gonna tell you is, if it's vegan, they're gonna say, I don't get full off that. So I always tell people, experiment. Go to the Whole Foods and get a big ass bag of spinach and a big ass bag of, don't get that bullshit, let it iceberg shit, but go get like some romaine. Chop it up, get you some onion, whatever you like, peppers, garlic, whatever the fuck. Throw it in there, and I mean a big ass joint, not no low ass side salad, a big joint. Eat the whole thing and tell me after that you're not full. But the side salads that people used to eating to get full, and you shouldn't be eating to get full anyway. You know what I'm saying?
So vegan meals equals high carbs. What you say?
I mean, I ain't gonna knock nobody's style of eating, but I would ask them, what do you think you need low carbs for? Why are you on a low carb diet? Your body needs carbohydrates to do anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a very important process. And if all people are talking about protein ain't nothing but that. You know what I'm saying? Like, so
And I want to answer my friend Germantown Jam. He was like, he heard that bagged spinach is bad. I would argue that anything in a goddamn bag is bad.
Anything in the world could be said is bad. The air is bad, the water bad.
But we also say that, there's varying degrees of what bad is, or relativity of what bad is. You know what I'm saying? Of course, if you buy an inorganic apple, it's probably not as good for you as an organic apple. But I guarantee you that a goddamn steak or whatever this other shit is, it's probably, there's levels to it,
Right.
And I guarantee you, like, of course, you can do a lot better with yourself if you want to, get you some fresh spinach. Yes, get you some fresh spinach. But some of us live in places where they got trashy ass supermarkets and shit. Or, you just gotta make do at some point in time.
Yo, like I always say on the podcast before, like you said, go check that, to Noble. I kind of got turned on to being a vegan from Dr. Sebi. I watched, I think it's called Eat to Live or something that he had with Brother Polite. And after I watched that joint, I went in the refrigerator and threw everything I had in the refrigerator in the trash. Everything. And I went, I never forget this, bro. I was like, fuck it, I'm going vegan. I'm living right. And I went on the side of the road, you know, dudes be selling watermelons with the seeds in them. So I saw one of them dudes.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
They said they sell in the bag too. I ain't, you know.
Oh, okay, yeah. I get the spinach organic in the bag. But yeah, I saw the watermelon. I chopped it open in 100 pieces, put it in the fridge. All I had in there was watermelon. 2 hours later, I was hungry as hell, bro. I was like, I can't do it. So I'm trying to say to people and say, don't make drastic decisions. Slowly gravitate your life. Don't look at something and say, this bad. If it don't work with you, then elevate to something that's higher. You know what I'm saying? Because everything bad now. Everything. I mean, farmers markets is dope too, but I be skeptical of them boys. It's a farmers market down here in Old Town. Every Sunday, they got stickers on the fruit. So I'm like, fuck, you grew that in your garden and put a sticker on it to bring it here? Fuck out of here. Everybody hustling, man. And even if you grow that shit yourself, your plant is sitting there in our air, and it's air filthy.
Soil is fucked up. The
soil fucked up. Your shit ain't, your seed probably
the
fucked
rain
up.
Fucked up.
Everything. You know what I'm saying? So you can't put all that pressure on yourself. You'll just die if it's like that. Just do the best you can, yo, and that's that. You know what I'm saying? Put that shit from Costco.
It probably did. Hustling this shit.
Hey, I'm telling you.
Hustling.
Stickers on the fruit, bro. I'm not bullshitting you. This is
you out there and protest the most.
Hey, it's too many of them, man. You know, I ain't even tripping. I just don't got to go support. I used to go out there. They apples, big, bodacious apples. I'm like, what the fuck type steroids y'all shooting these apples?
Definitely chemtrails, man.
That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, we can sit here and talk all day about the ways they trying to kill us, which is every way.
But see, that's why. That's why a major focus should be how you feel. You know what I mean? And just like you're saying, just try to tailor your diet and do little experiments on how you feel when you're eating certain things.
That's a fact.
Or like when you eliminate major things out of your diet. Like, matter of fact, just I know how hard it is for people, but try your best to not eat cheese for 3 days.
Yo, so that's a good question. The first one being, do you detox with herbs? And then the second one being like, well, it's kind of the same question, but like parasite cleanses. My cousin, shout out to my cousin Kimmy, she put me on to the parasite cleanses. And bro, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I tried that joint, and that was the most grueling thing I ever did. I had to eat apples for like a week straight. You start to cleanse with like olive oil and Epsom salt, and that shit make your stomach.
I tried that shit too.
Yeah, just twist up, and we was eating apples, bro. And you talking about shitting, man.
Nothing wrong with shitting, man.
I'm just saying, bro. Like that was
off of shitting, man.
That was no, it ain't nothing wrong with it, but that was some frequency I wasn't used to.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm in mid conversation, like, hold on, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like,
cheese is harder than meat for me. Yeah, cheese is hard for a lot of people, but you know, I guarantee you, if you take a little bit of time and stop doing it, you know, for like 3 days,
cheese.
You'll notice a little bit of a difference.
Cheese is that morphine, man.
Yeah, you'll notice a big difference.
That morphine in that cheese got us addicted. So when go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, I tried part of that cleanse stuff before. I ain't go all the way through with it, but I do use herbs for other things. You know what I'm saying? Like supplement different parts of how I feel and shit like that. So
yeah, I'm a big. I love herbs. I think herbs are great. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Word up.
You know why?
Yeah, yes sir. I love herbs. I love anything natural, you know, that come out that ground. But I think you got to know what herbs you're doing, and I'm not an expert on that yet. I know certain herbs, you know, but you know, that is that.
Oh, speaking of which, Jamil's the one that asked me what I do for a sweet fix.
Okay.
Like you know, if you need to have some type of sweets, or you know, because some people, some people are addicted to sugar. You know, I ain't gonna say some people. Shit, most people are addicted to sugar, unnatural sugar. Yes, when you eat a lot more raw foods and things like that, and you're not eating those Twix and Snickers and shit, you're not gonna get that same fucking high or that rush from that apple or what have you. But I would just say eat more of it. There are some very sweet fruits out there. You can
get you some dragon fruit.
Huh?
Dragon fruit.
A nice sweet mango. You can use agave nectar.
There you
go. Which has a low glycemic index.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Look at me sounding smart for a second.
Yeah, word up. You know what I'm saying? Big word, Brock.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, sugar ain't no new cocaine, baby. Sugar, but it is.
It is.
With you.
It is. It is. I mean,
it's taking a lot
shit
of
is in
out,
everything, man. You know, and
Oh, and my bad. Last thing I say is they also do have vegan sweet treats and shit though. Go ahead.
Yeah. And I mean, I think, we gotta change our mentality, man. I think people gotta get out of that habit of like just going to buy something, one-stop shop, and just fix it yourself. So if you really got a sweet tooth, get on Pinterest. It's 1 million vegan recipes for whatever you ate that wasn't vegan, and try some shit and fix it the way you like. But I think the goal should be to get off sugar and not like replace it. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, and at the same time, you ain't going. Yeah, dates are awesome too.
Yeah, they sweet as shit though, bro. God damn.
I mean, but that's what people looking for. That fucking blow your head off. Like, but for real, like, check this out. It's I don't eat a whole bunch of sweet shit like that. But when I do eat something that's real sweet, I'm out. I'm fucked up.
Right.
That shit fucks me up.
Yeah. So we got a question about your food. What up, Jim? We had a question about how you clean off your produce. I actually do have a method that we use, but how do you clean off your produce when you get it? Do you just buy your shit, chop it up, and throw it in the pot? How you
gonna disrespect me like that?
I'm just asking, God.
I ain't that, bro. God damn. God damn.
Why you had to do me like what's the boxer nigga Wilder?
Every day.
You know what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about.
But you try to put me out there like I'm savage, yo. All types of pesticides and shit. Wow.
Nah, how you rock?
No, but I think the best way is to soak it in baking soda and water.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Then rinse it off.
Right.
But I ain't gonna lie, there's been plenty of times, my nigga, hit it with some water and I'm on my way. But, that's in the interest of time and I ain't cooking for nobody else.
Right.
Like, fuck it, I'll die on my own. I'm keeping it real with you.
Hey, I got this exact same answer. You know what I'm saying? Like if I'm cooking for people, I'm gonna go hard. You know what I'm saying? I even get the fruit rinse. You know what I'm saying? Soak my shit, get you proper, make sure you eating clean. But if it's me, I'm
hitting with the split splash, like,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
And I'm on my way, baby. What you missed? He said he missed that.
I don't know what he wants to repeat, but
he said you said you got to rinse baking soda and water.
Yeah.
Let it soak for a little bit.
Yeah.
Take it out and rinse it.
And then same thing with like our beans, man. A lot of people don't know that. Like,
oh yeah, rinse your shit.
Beans, even without rinsing them, your veggies too, bro. Even without rinsing them, like you wanna like when you buy raw beans, you wanna soak those like for the grip.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you want to plan ahead. This lifestyle, it ain't no easy thing. Like it ain't no just going vegan's a breeze. No, you're gonna make some changes, you're gonna make some sacrifices, and there's gonna be some struggles, but it's ways around the struggles, and it's not, fucking super duper crazy. You know what I mean? Yeah, but you gotta soak your beans, man. That's important.
Soak your beans, and you gotta soak your nuts. When you're making cashew milk.
You just wanted to do that because it was a free pause on nuts.
See, that wasn't even pause. That was an L one.
I rinse my beans off and soak them before I eat them. Yeah, that's dope. I mean, why you soak your...
I'm in here with the pause.
Yeah, that's true though. A lot of people don't know that. Dry beans are cheaper than canned beans, and they better. But they put preservatives in the canned beans so that they can last longer. Like, look at the ingredients.
Yeah.
Your shit, if you buying black beans, it should just say black beans.
Right. That's hella sodium in that shit.
Yeah, sodium, carbo, clipo, whoever the fuck. You be like, who is this nigga?
Yeah.
Smack, who is this nigga?
I Googled this nigga.
But yeah, you know, you want to make sure that you just making the best decisions you can make, man. So that's pretty much my answer to that. Canned food is, I don't want to go as far as the devil. I get what you're saying, but it's not the greatest. It's like the low. It's like the you know what's them Benzes, them 320s. It's like the 320 Benz. It ain't the 600.
I wouldn't
But
even
you
call
know,
it a Benz, nigga.
damn, bro,
But
you
I
put
got
it.
you.
It's a Pinto, no pun intended.
Yeah, pun wasn't.
Boom.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, it's just, you know, sometimes you got to use it just for the interest of the time. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie to you. Sometimes I do use canned beans for the interest of time, and that is as well. That's something for my goddamn self. I cook for myself, so whatever.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, what's your question, sis? I ain't see it. I thought I answered it. You was asking about the
We trash.
She asked about the she asked about the cleanse with the food. I thought that was your question. Like, what do you use the cleanser with, right? I'm wrong. Forgive me if I'm wrong.
Wait for her to say. Let me see if I can find what she
I
said.
thought that was the question. You know what I'm saying? I could be wrong though.
Speaking of cleanse, tell the people how. Yeah, that's what she asked.
See what I'm saying? You trying to cause disruption. Run down on other herbs and teach you. Yo, I'm in the process of trying to make the transition because I like stuff. I found this almond milk creamer, and that got me back on the coffee. And I'm like, yo, I don't be wanting to drink this shit like this. Cause I go crazy with it, bro.
I mean,
I've been going back to my teas lately.
I can definitely put you down on some herbs.
Yeah.
Some herbs.
Yeah. I got a couple herbs, but they mainly for things like if you constipated, I know a great herb. I'm not always constipated. I just happen to know this herb does that because you take it with sea moss.
So you know what I'm saying? 200 bags of herbs.
No, he really do. That's not a joke. That's a fact. Like you'll never know. You know what I'm saying? He'll call me up and be like, "Yo, I just hit the spot. Yeah, I mean, guess what I got?"
Yeah. At the end of the day, like I like to use a lot of those. It's not for anything specific. A lot of those things just like they just balance out certain things that are, you know, just balance out certain things. I don't particularly need them, but I like to feel those feelings. Like take ashwagandha for instance. It's adaptogen. So if you feel tired, it'll help you go to sleep. If you feel like you need some energy, it'll give you a little bit of energy.
Right.
So it's just a general feeling of well-being that I like to keep going. And also like other ones cleanse certain parts of your body. So that's what that's all about.
Yeah. But that's a good idea. You know, you don't eat the herbs. And honestly, it's
do
certain.
I eat them?
No, Jamil was asking, how do you?
You steep them. You steep them in
some herbs.
tea bag.
You know what I'm saying?
Well,
some herbs you take that way. And, I mean, you can do that any time, but
yeah, I mean, you can do any herbs any way. It's all about how they come to you. Like they come to you like a little bit dried out, you got to steep it. If it's grounded up, you know, you can just ingest it or put it in a capsule and eat it or whatever. Or you know, however. But we'll go over that. We'll go over that.
That's a good one. So we might break that down next.
Yeah, we're gonna do a herb Q&A. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that'd be a good one. That'd be a good one.
How about let's go with do herbs interact with each other, or can you just take whatever herbs for a purpose?
Hell no.
You can. Well, the ones that I have. See, here's the thing. There's certain herbal combinations. That you can take that are not going to interfere with each other. If anything, you know, they're going to do whatever they do. You know, like I said, I take elderberry and ashwagandha.
Right.
One of them is like packed with vitamin C, and it just pretty much helps your immune system. The other one is the adaptogen. So you just got to know which ones you can combine together. That's all.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I wouldn't just go. I think you're in a safe space, like when you're taking like elderberry, you know, even bladderwracks, you know, but you can mix certain things. But if you're trying to take a herb for a purpose, like you want to do something, you shouldn't just throw a cocktail together because certain herbs could interact with your body and go against what you're trying to do. So you should research, you know, but it's really, you know, a lot.
As far as elderberry, I fucking 100% co-sign elderberry. It's packed with fucking vitamin C, and I've seen people say that within 48 hours, you can get rid of any type of viral infection that you have, whatever it may be, just because of how strong this shit is.
Hey, Sister Lo, you sick now? If you sick now,
go get
that echinacea.
Elderberry stronger than that shit.
Word? That echinacea get it up out of me, bro.
Yeah, but I mean at the same time, you can take both of them.
Yeah.
They pretty much going to interact with each other the same way, but I just know that magical Negroes.
I might feel that.
but I mean I think that the echinacea more so than anything it's also packed with a lot of vitamin C. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't think it's particularly causing your lungs to push that stuff out. I just think that it just has a lot of vitamin C, pretty much.
I don't really know what's going on. I just know it works. You know what I'm saying?
Like the one that I got, mullein root. That
mullein is good.
Specifically designed to get mucus out of your lungs and shit.
Yeah, yeah.
So let's go with
that's a good one.
Yeah, but get some elderberry and echinacea. Whichever ones you can get your hands on.
Hit them both hard. And honestly, this is the time if you're sick, like if it's a cold sick, this is the time to load up on all your spicy stuff. Cayenne pepper on everything you eating. Heavy spice. You know what I'm saying? Mullein root, you spelled it. No, Mullen.
I got
Mullen, I believe. Yeah. But Google that. If you put that in Google, it'll come up. They got it at Amazon too. You can get it at Amazon as a tea. Yeah, I believe.
Not Mullen. It's
Is it IEN? I think it's MULL.
It's IEN.
It's IEN? Okay.
Yeah, mullein root.
Yeah.
Yeah, MULLEIEIN.
Yeah, okay.
All right.
Well, yeah, that's a good root for you.
Yeah. Do you have any idea? Oh, we started at 10. So 10:45. We got 15 minutes. This shit is going. Click off in 15 minutes.
Well, let's keep it going till, you know, whatever.
Yeah. How about let's cover another basic question. Price.
Right.
Is it expensive to be vegan?
If the question is just if it's expensive to be vegan, I say it's cheaper to be a vegan. But it depends on how you want to eat. If you're going out buying all that processed shit, then nah, you're gonna pay the grip all day. But if you go in the produce section and go get you some, you know, vegetables, some, you know, rice and beans, you ain't paying nothing. You know what I'm saying? Your grocery bill could be cut in half. So it depends on how you trying to do it. You know what I mean? But
you know, but you know how unexciting that shit. That shit sound like a fucking communist meal, nigga. Like,
I mean, yo, I feel you.
Like communist China or some shit. But I get
them boys be eating chicken and rice, bro.
Yeah.
Boys be eating chicken and rice every day. All these people I see on IG meal prepping, they whole week is rice, chicken, and green beans. If you can eat that bullshit every day, you can take the chicken out and put something else in there. That's a fact.
Organic is definitely more expensive than
oh yeah, hell yeah. That's why I say if you just saying vegan. Because if you eat inorganic, you still could be a vegan. But if you're going for organic foods, you're gonna pay, bro.
Yeah, you're gonna pay, but even still, like the meal that you just outlined or whatever, like it's not like you breaking the bank, like you buying a whole damn steak or some shit, or you know what I mean? Like you're gonna pay for whatever cage-free eggs more and you know what I'm saying, or you're gonna pay for what's the chicken shit? What's the kitchen? I mean, chicken.
Grass-fed chicken
Yeah,
and shit like that. Yeah,
because they eat good grass. Get them niggas out of here.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here. Oh, they eat better grass. That's what you telling me?
You styling on your plate like this chicken ate good grass.
Free range chicken. So this
Word
chicken
up.
was running around. You got LeBron chickens. You feel me? Like he was, you know what I'm saying? So he's
Just out there just hooping. Yeah, it's crazy, bro. And they slaughtering all them niggas the same way. Just yeah.
It's gonna be more expensive. It's gonna be more expensive than you know what I'm saying? You go straight to whatever raggedy ass supermarket that ends with right. You know what I'm saying? Shop right, price right, buy right.
Right.
Whatever them motherfuckers.
Right.
Yes, it's gonna cost more, but at the same time, it's not gonna cost as much as you know.
Honestly, if you ain't one of them rights, you might not even find no organic food, bro.
No, do not eat seafood at all. No seafood. No seafood.
Nah, no seafood. Nah, hell no.
I think we
Hey,
got.
please tell them about the shrimp. You told me about that the other day, and it was like, yeah, we was talking about shrimp, and you was talking about.
I was like,
yeah, I was like, yeah, nah, man.
It was a post saying that basically shrimp are cockroaches of the sea. Same goddamn animal. This animal just stayed in the water, as opposed to this one in your kitchen cabinets and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it break apart the same way. Same shit.
If you look at it though, it's trifling, yo. And I used to be on my Rick Ross shit, big shrimp with the heavy butter.
Oh,
you know what I'm
saying? It's a lady with a whole YouTube fucking account. She eating shrimp this goddamn big.
It's crazy, bro.
She got long ass nails, and she be dipping it in the butter and shit. Just eating. That's the whole shit.
It's a whole shit bag going down the back of the shrimp.
Word up. Yeah, crabs. What are you saying? Crabs
trash too. Yeah, he's saying they trash too. Same thing. Yeah. But you know, we from Baltimore. I grew up on the crabs. You know what I'm saying? So, I used to eat the mustard and all that disgusting shit.
I didn't
dog. Word up, nigga.
I ain't gonna lie, I was a foul nigga.
That was my lower self. You know what I'm saying? Word up.
That was my lower self.
I was in my lower self at the time.
I was in my lower self too, yo.
Word up. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
Now it's like,
but just like Nature Boy said, yo, like when I was on my lower self, it was fun. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, man. I was having big crab cracking the whole. Yeah, it's crazy.
Wow.
Crazy.
What is that?
They use those super mics and it's one of the most disgusting things I've seen.
Oh, you know, man. The lady with the big shrimp.
It's trifling, bro.
Oh yeah, another thing. I mean, since somebody asked that, no, you do not eat any seafood. You know what I'm saying? If you are a vegan.
Yeah.
Nice. You do not eat. Crazy thing is, and this is gonna go right back to the question we was asked earlier about the 1,000 ingredients. I've seen a lot of places make somehow, some way they make shrimp vegan. It looks like a shrimp.
Oh yeah, the one spot did that. It was tofu, but
they got lobster. They got fucking fish patties. I'm not going that far. I'm gonna tell you straight up, I'm not going that far because that shit is fucking crazy.
Yeah,
that shit is fucking crazy.
Like, but I will say this, yo, like
that's too creative, yo.
It's disgusting to me, so I don't even want it. At this point, me, like I get somebody fresh in the you know in the mix, but you're gonna get to the point where you be like, I don't want a shrimp. That shit just sounds disgusting to me now, and I know when it didn't. So it's all about what we've been fed and lifestyle. But when you make them conscious decisions, like I said, man, it's a different. Like when I found out, you know, when they was doing with like tilapia and. You know, I don't know if you remember when Walmart had a scandal where, like, the tilapia wasn't even fish. They just putting shit together and freezing it and selling it to motherfuckers. And you cooking it up. Frankenfish. Yeah. It's like.
No, but, and then they had all them pictures of them people with, like, worms in it and shit. And...
Yeah, yo.
Yeah.
So, no, that's why I ain't a vegan. I'm a fly vegan because I ain't going that far. If it's cold outside, I'm killing the bear and I'm taking his fur. That's how I'm rocking. I don't understand and I'm not.
What was you, Revenant Remy out this bitch?
Revenant, you see me, baby. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not one of them dudes. Like, but I'm also like not for just mishumane. It ain't human, but inhumane treatment. But they're not human of animals. Like I'm not about that. I'm not about just like choking out animals and chickens and shit like that. But I'm also realistic. Like, yo, somebody ran up on me talking about you supposed to be a vegan and you got on a leather belt. All right, well then I'm not a vegan. I'm a fly vegan. We can wear leather belts. Like I'm not that entrenched into the movement. I think I put up a joint on my post. Dude was eating raw ass meat in front of the vegan. Like it's too much. It's just too much, bro.
A thing about that is that's why a lot of people make that distinction between plant-based and vegan.
Yeah.
You know, like you're a plant-based eater. I try my best to avoid animal products as far as like clothing and shit like that. But there are some fly shit that I had before I went vegan. And I'm not about to throw no Jordan 1. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I pause?
Yeah, you did, but it's all good. I get what you mean.
I said I'm not about to throw no Jordan 1s in the trash.
Yeah. It just don't. That's too far for me. Like at this stage, maybe I'll elevate to the stage where I'm like one with everything, and I don't know where that is, but I do my best, bro. I'm not out looking for big furs and I'm not. I don't dress like that. I don't do that. But
yeah, you ain't Frank Lucas.
I don't like. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. I'm not inspecting my clothing to make sure it's 100% vegan. I'm just not there yet, bro. Like I have more care for humanity right now than to fight that fight. Like we out here killing each other, and I'm not about to be stressing on whether or not my shoes, my animal died.
Here's another thing though. I ain't gonna lie to you. Let me just walk you down this path real quick if I got a minute. You know what I'm saying? Check this out, yo. Me and you both grew up in the hood. A lot of people in this room probably grew up in the hood. So at some point in time, we was guinea pigs, experiments. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, only thing in your neighborhood is 4 wings and fries, Chinese food.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a big leap at this point to get to a point where I'm at right now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So to get to an everyday thing where I'm eating vegan food, sometimes raw vegan, and then you want to question me about some goddamn wild ass animals and shit. I'm doing my best. I'm doing my part, and I'm spreading veganism.
Yeah.
Now, will I, like you said, will I show up to a party with a goddamn whole fucking fur on and shit like this? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying my best within me, and then once I get my shit together, you know what I'm saying? Then once the vegan fashion world catches up, we there with you.
Yeah, I'll definitely rock some vegan shit if it's fly, but
and
I ain't saying yet.
You gotta bear with me. I'm not throwing Jordans in the trash.
Yeah.
I'm just sorry.
I don't know how much time we got, but
5
my
minutes.
man asked a good question. All right, cool. Said he's stirring the pot, but studies about plants being sentient and conscious.
Sentient.
What is your Oh yeah, sentient and conscious. I got these bright ass lights like in my face, so I can't. Yeah. What is your take on that? So I'm gonna just say that I definitely agree with that, but not to the point where people be trying to like shit on vegans, like, well, you killing the plant and it has feelings too. A plant doesn't have a central nervous system. You know what I'm saying? So how much feeling, what are we using for the word feeling? You know what I'm saying? But at the end, Tesla came up with the vegan leather seats. Shout out to Tesla. But at the end of the day, I am about plants having consciousness, like putting them in your house because they can react to how you react. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not about to like if I can't eat plants, then what do I eat? That's what I would as a nigga. I'm not eating meat.
You got a sun
gaze.
You got a sun gaze.
I'm about to say sun gaze.
But essentially, what the plants are reacting to is energy and sunlight and different things like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But plants are the quickest thing. What's that?
It said vegan leather equals plastic.
Hey, If they make it fly enough, I'll rock with you.
I'll rock with Tesla if it's fly. I'm telling you.
Air and water.
Yeah, bro, I can't do it. Like,
Not for
I'm
me,
just done with that. Me personally, I'm done with that part of my journey, bro. I'm done with the restrictions. I already got enough.
Restrictions
You know
for
what I'm
what?
saying? Like, as far as somebody coming in and saying, "Oh, you eat a Beyond Meat burger, you gonna die because that's probably like, yo, get off my dick." Like, I really have made a lot of progress from where I, like you say, from where I started to where I am, and I'll get to where I need to be in time. But right now, I'm comfortable with where I am right now, because I put a lot of stress on myself. Like, I need to be eating raw vegan. I need to be eating this. I need to be doing what I'm doing right now, bro.
Sticking
And
with
I'm
my journey
comfortable
and
with that.
getting to where I need
Yeah,
to be. You know what I'm saying? Like
exactly.
I said, it's hard enough. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's hard
Right.
enough, and I'm not knocking anybody to ask me questions or whatever. I'm just saying that before you come and ask me a question about just anything, you know what I'm saying? Just see how it is real quick. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
See how it is real quick. That's all.
I would like to say in closing though, man, it is a journey. I appreciate y'all for not asking no goofy ass questions tonight, because I knew I was gonna get some weird shit like, do vegans eat pussy or something crazy like that? Like, I don't know, man. You done heard all them wild ass things.
Yes, I do.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
I heard somebody
I'm on a
ask
raw
me all
diet,
types
baby.
of stuff. Yeah. Raw food diet.
Anyway, yeah, we got 2 minutes. Let's wrap this thing up, bro.
Yeah, man. Well, me personally, in closing, I appreciate y'all coming out rocking with the Flyvegans, you know, asking some real dope questions, and hopefully we drop the jewel or gem. And as usual, I appreciate you, bro, for doing it with me, you know, trying to spread some knowledge to the people, because we come from the bottom and we were able to do it. So hopefully we can inspire somebody else to make that transition. You know what I mean?
And I like this. I like to second those sentiments. I appreciate doing this whole podcast journey shit with you, my brother, and helping the people out as much as we can and sharing our life experiences. We will do another Q&A. I don't know what the frequency will be, but we'll announce that to you guys, and also come back and talk to you about the herbs and all that other stuff.
That's a fact. And anything y'all want us to talk about, man, please hit our inboxes and let us know. We'll put it together. Go ahead, my bad.
We only got 1 minute. You're on my stuff right now, but if you're not following, follow my man
At Rockfit.
Bum.
Appreciate the plug. Peace.
Peace.